They say it's natural to slow down after turning 60. But let me ask you honestly, have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your legs wobble a little, or walked into the kitchen in the morning only to notice your knees feeling stiff, heavy, or simply worn out, even though you didn't do anything demanding? You're not imagining it, and you're definitely not the only one, because science now confirms that once we pass 60, we can lose as much as 3% of our leg strength every single year, even without being injured or sick. And that's like climbing a hill every day, while someone secretly adds weight on your back. But here's the surprising part. Researchers recently discovered that you can begin regaining strength in your legs in as little as 12 hours. Not with supplements or workouts, but with food, the right foods. And that's exactly what this video is about. Because getting older doesn't have to mean giving up your power. You may not be able to turn the clock back, but what you choose to eat today could help you feel steadier, stronger, and more independent as soon as tomorrow morning. In this video, I'll walk you through 8 remarkable foods backed by science, ranked from useful to truly powerful, that can help restore leg strength quickly. And I'll also show you how and when to eat them, along with a few small habits that make the biggest difference. Some of these might already be in your kitchen, but you may not be using them the best way yet, so stay tuned until the very end, especially for the one food that boosted leg strength by more than 36% in just a single day, and surprisingly, almost no one over 60 is eating it regularly. And before we dive in, drop me a comment below, and let me know where you're watching from. I read each one, and if you're new here, subscribe to Health 365, where we take science and turn it into simple, practical tips for your strongest, healthiest years ahead. Now let's get started with the first food, because your legs are ready to feel the difference. When you think about building strong legs, pumpkin seeds probably aren't the first thing you picture. But here's something you may not know. These little green seeds hold a powerful secret that can completely change the way your legs feel in only a few hours. Because pumpkin seeds are one of nature's richest sources of magnesium, and this one mineral plays a huge role in how muscles contract and relax. Without enough of it, your legs are far more likely to cramp, feel weak, or respond slowly when you want to move. And here's where it gets serious. A study in the journal Magnesium Research tracked adults over 60 and discovered that those with low magnesium nearly doubled the fatigue in their legs during walking tests compared to people with healthy levels. That's not just a small change. That's the difference between walking confidently or feeling like you need to sit every few minutes. On top of that, pumpkin seeds also supply zinc and healthy fats, both of which help lower inflammation and keep hormones in balance, 2 essentials for muscle function as we get older. The best part is you don't need a huge amount. Just 2 tablespoons of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds can give enough magnesium to start repairing tired muscles, sometimes in half a day. But here's the catch most people miss. Pumpkin seeds contain phytic acid, which blocks mineral absorption, so if you soak them overnight in water, you remove that barrier and unlock the minerals your body is craving, making them available right away. The simplest way to enjoy them is tossing a spoonful on oatmeal, stirring them into a smoothie, or just eating them with a piece of fruit in the morning, and you'll be surprised how such a small habit can leave your legs feeling lighter, steadier, and far less sluggish in the afternoon, something many people over 60 notice all too well. Now let's turn to another powerful option. And this one works even faster, especially if your legs feel sore or tight after walking. I'm talking about Tart cherry juice. Now, Tart cherry juice might sound like a fancy drink you'd only find in a health store. But don't underestimate it, because for seniors who wake up with stiff legs or feel sore after just a short walk or climbing stairs, this red juice can be a complete game changer. What makes it so special isn't the flavor, but the anthocyanins inside. These plant compounds fight inflammation, improve circulation, and speed up muscle recovery after activity. And this isn't just talk. There's real proof. In a placebo-controlled study in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports, older adults who drank Tart cherry juice twice a day saw a 23% reduction in muscle soreness and a clear boost in quadriceps strength after walking and climbing stairs. And here's what's most exciting. The benefits don't take weeks or months to show. They appear in just 8 to 12 hours. Especially if your legs are already tired or stiff, meaning one glass today could mean smoother mobility tomorrow. But you have to choose carefully. Go for 100% Tart cherry juice with no sugar or blends, just pure unsweetened Tart cherry. Start with 6 to 8 ounces, ideally in the evening or after light activity. And if the flavor is too strong, dilute it with water. That's fine. Think of it as a recovery drink, not just a beverage, because it helps flush out lactic acid so muscles don't ache as much later and boosts blood flow, so your legs get the oxygen they need to bounce back. Just one small glass can deliver big results. So if you've been waking up stiff or dragging your feet in the morning, give this a try. You might notice the difference by the very next sunrise. Now let's shift to a green vegetable you've probably seen countless times, though you may not have prepared it in the way that actually helps boost your leg strength. And that's cooked spinach. It might seem like nothing more than an ordinary side dish, but when it's cooked properly, spinach becomes one of the most powerful allies your legs can ask for, especially after 60. When our muscles need not only strength but internal support. The secret isn't just the iron spinach is known for. It's the nitrates, magnesium, and potassium packed inside those dark leaves that really matter. These nutrients improve muscle contraction, help nerves communicate, and most importantly, enhance blood flow. And that's where the real magic begins. You see, raw spinach contains oxalates that block mineral absorption. But when spinach is lightly cooked, those barriers are lowered, making it easier for your body to take in the good stuff. Saute it gently with olive oil, garlic, or a splash of lemon juice, and you've got the sweet spot. In fact, a study in Frontiers in Physiology found that older adults who ate nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach every day had up to 16% stronger lower limb performance than those who didn't. And another study in the Journal of Nutrition revealed that just one serving of cooked spinach improved walking speed and leg endurance in as little as 12 hours. Particularly in adults over 65, that's measurable progress in less than a day. And the reason is simple. Those nitrates turn into nitric oxide in your bloodstream, which widens blood vessels, boosts oxygen delivery, and reduces fatigue in your legs, meaning faster recovery and better performance when you stand, walk, or climb stairs. Try adding a small portion of cooked spinach to your lunch or dinner regularly. The goal isn't to make it gourmet, it's to make it consistent, because that's when the benefits really add up. Now let's move on to another food that may not look impressive, but is surprisingly mighty when it comes to recharging tired muscles, and that's lentils. These small legumes don't always get the spotlight, but if stronger, more dependable legs are your goal, lentils deserve a permanent place on your plate. They're one of the rare plant foods that combine high-quality protein, long-lasting energy, and essential minerals all in one. And as we age, our muscles don't just need calories, they need the right kind. While sugary foods may give a short burst before leaving you drained, lentils release energy slowly, keeping your muscles fueled for hours. A clinical trial in the Journal of Gerontology followed seniors for 2 weeks, and the group who added lentils to their meals improved leg muscle endurance by 22%, especially in walking and standing, compared to those eating refined carbs like bread or pasta. That's a big difference for anyone who gets tired from everyday chores. But lentils do more than provide energy. They're rich in leucine, an amino acid that signals muscle repair, plus iron and potassium for oxygen delivery and cramp prevention. And they also contain prebiotic fiber, which feeds good gut bacteria and improves nutrient absorption. To get the most benefit, cook dry lentils until soft. Avoid canned versions that often contain too much salt, and spice them up with anti-inflammatory seasonings like turmeric, garlic, or lemon. Lentil soup with roasted vegetables is excellent, or you can mash them into a spread with olive oil and herbs. Just 1 cup at lunch or dinner can keep your muscles working strong into the evening, and even help you feel more solid on your feet the next morning. Many people notice they can stand longer without feeling wobbly, and for those concerned about balance, lentils can help steady your steps as well. Next, let's talk about a food you may already enjoy at dinner time, though you might not realize how much it benefits your aging muscles. And that's salmon. You've probably heard it's heart healthy, but the impact it has on your legs is just as remarkable. For older adults who want to move more easily, with less stiffness and more confidence, salmon is more than just a meal. It's a recovery tool. The strength of salmon lies in its trio of nutrients: high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin D. And when these three come together, the results are powerful. In fact, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who ate salmon 3 times per week gained a 24% increase in leg strength and mobility in just 10 days, especially in the knees and thighs. That's thanks to less inflammation between muscle fibers and more muscle protein synthesis, which is how your body rebuilds strength. And another study revealed that even omega-3 supplements alone improved walking distance and reduced fatigue in seniors with mobility problems. Now imagine combining those omega-3s with protein and vitamin D in 1 serving of salmon. Here's how it works. The omega-3s EPA and DHA go directly into your muscle cells, soothing inflammation, easing stiffness, and lowering soreness, while protein rebuilds the tiny tears in muscle fibers caused by everyday activity, and vitamin D helps muscles contract properly and prevents unexpected cramps or weakness. To get results quickly, go for wild-caught salmon rather than farmed. Bake or grill it with olive oil, fresh herbs, and lemon juice. Skip the frying or sugary glazes, and even a modest 4-ounce portion at dinner can leave your legs feeling more flexible and powerful by the next day. Now for those who prefer a lighter, plant-based alternative that still covers almost everything your muscles need, quinoa is an outstanding choice. Although many think of it as a grain, quinoa is actually a seed. And what sets it apart is that it's one of the few plant foods containing all 9 essential amino acids, which are the building blocks your muscles need to grow and repair. Something even brown rice and oats don't offer. For older adults aiming to strengthen their legs without relying only on meat, quinoa provides the full protein package in an easy-to-digest form. Plus it's rich in magnesium, potassium, iron, and a touch of vitamin E, all nutrients that improve muscle contraction, boost recovery, and maintain steady energy. A study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that people who replaced refined carbs with quinoa experienced less soreness and improved endurance after just 1 day of activity. And research from Brazil showed that seniors who ate quinoa at lunch performed significantly better in walking speed and strength tests the next morning compared to those who ate white rice or bread. This happens because quinoa digests slowly, offering steady energy that prevents blood sugar crashes which can leave legs shaky or weak. And the magnesium in quinoa also helps prevent cramps and stiffness, especially at night or early morning. To prepare it properly, rinse thoroughly to remove the natural coating called saponin. Then simmer until fluffy in water or broth. You can mix it with vegetables, top it with eggs and spinach, or serve it as a side dish. And with regular use, your legs will thank you. Now let's highlight a food that can quickly bring tired, heavy legs back to life, and that's beets. They might not be everyone's favorite, but their effect on circulation and stamina makes them invaluable. The secret is nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide, a molecule that widens blood vessels and increases blood flow, especially to the lower body where circulation often slows with age. Without proper blood flow, muscles don't get enough oxygen, which leads to heaviness, burning, or tightness even with mild activity. But studies show just how fast beets can help. In the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who drank beet juice before walking improved their speed and leg performance by 19% within hours, not days or weeks. And another study in hypertension showed that a daily serving of beet juice lowered blood pressure and improved artery flexibility in older adults, both important for stamina and balance. Participants often reported that their legs felt lighter, more responsive, and less sore after activity. And even that climbing stairs no longer felt overwhelming. You don't have to eat raw beets if you don't enjoy them. You can roast, steam, or blend them into smoothies, but for fastest results, pure beet juice, unsweetened and undiluted, is the best option. Just one glass in the morning or an hour before activity can make a noticeable difference by midday. It's a simple, powerful way to restore circulation and fight fatigue. Finally, let's talk about the ultimate powerhouse, bone broth. Unlike the other foods, this one doesn't just feed your muscles, it nourishes your joints, tendons, and tissues from the inside out. Bone broth isn't just comfort food, it's a fast-absorbing, deeply restorative source of collagen, amino acids like glycine and proline, and natural electrolytes, all of which your body can use almost instantly. Unlike foods that require long digestion, bone broth is already broken down, ready to go to work. And the science is impressive. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism found that adults who consumed collagen-rich bone broth saw a 36% increase in muscle strength and flexibility within a week, and many noticed improvements in leg function and less soreness in just 24 hours. Another Japanese study showed that glycine from bone broth sped up leg muscle repair by more than 40% after activity in older adults, meaning just 1 cup can jumpstart recovery. Bone broth also lubricates joints, strengthens tendons, and lowers the inflammation that makes everyday movement uncomfortable. Seniors who drink it regularly often report smoother steps, less stiffness, and more confidence walking or standing. To get the best results, use homemade broth or buy high-quality versions made from grass-fed or pasture-raised bones. Simmer with vinegar, garlic, herbs, and vegetables for at least 12 hours to draw out nutrients. And drink it warm, ideally in the morning or after light movement. 1 small cup can give your legs exactly what they've been asking for. And when you combine bone broth with the other foods we've covered, the effects really begin to multiply. But before we wrap up, let's tie this together with a few small habits that maximize everything you've just learned. Every one of these foods, from magnesium-rich pumpkin seeds to collagen-packed bone broth, plays a different role, but together they form a complete system, not based on hype or trends, but backed by real science and tested results. The truth is, weak legs aren't always about age. Often they're about circulation, inflammation, and recovery. And when you support your body consistently with the right foods, your legs respond. You start to walk taller, steadier, and with more confidence, and it can all begin in as little as 12 hours, not by chance, but because you've chosen to fuel your body with what it truly needs. So what can you do today? Start small, maybe a spoonful of soaked pumpkin seeds in the morning, a glass of tart cherry juice before bed, or a warm bowl of bone broth after a walk. Then notice how you feel tomorrow. You don't need to do everything at once. Just begin with one, then add another, and build your strength step by step. If this video gave you hope or encouragement, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing what you're excited to try or how your legs feel tomorrow. I read them all, and don't forget to like the video so other seniors can find this information. And of course subscribe to Health 365 so we can keep getting stronger, healthier, and wiser together, because you still have so many good walks ahead. Let's make sure your legs are ready for them. Thank you for watching, and take good care of yourself. You deserve it.